Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do this quick and easy. It's going to be purely an update on my rotation because things are going to change, and also because I finished it yesterday, so yay. So it's going to be a quick one. So first of all, this is a second take. And I tend to do second takes, but yeah, okay, so this is Pokemon, the diagonals I've done so far, and the whole thing, so yay, almost 50% of it. I will not be including pictures because this is not an official Flosstube update. Now on both the Fox and Wings, I did 2 diagonals just to make it seem like an actual diagonal is working, is the method of stitching and not the chaotic stitching that I did before. So on the Fox, on both of them actually, there's still a bit to go before it looks like it's fully diagonal, but it's working. And you can actually see this is where I was working on, and it kind of looks like a diagonal. Yeah, so that's great. And Wings is still in the frame because I didn't see any point in removing it if it's going to get worked on later. So I'm just going to reverse, in a way, the diagonal order. But honestly, it doesn't matter. So I started Aisha, or Layla, if you watched the 4Kids dub when you were a kid. And it actually looks more like a diagonal than a Fox. It's weird. This had a few colors that I did not expect, like pinks and purples. I fully expected it to be fully brown because, you know, she has darker skin than the rest of them, so it kind of makes sense. Not to mention her hair is brown. It was really weird. I mean, you don't see it here, but it's weird. I also thought about doing back stitching because if you see Muse's face, it looks great, honestly. But the whole thing has a lot of confetti, and it doesn't quite pop. And I do think black back stitching could make it pop a little bit, at least the line art, you know, the lines. So it could work. I mean, in Muse's hair, you can kind of see blobs of color and not an actual direction in which the hair is going. So it's why I'm thinking about it. Also, Techna's, she's right here, so I'm not going to open the frame to show you, but she could use some back stitching as well. So if we do it, when I do it, I will talk about it. It's not going to be classic back stitching. It's going to be an embroidery technique that I will talk about more when the time actually comes to do the back stitching. It will be after the whole piece is done. And lastly, in the rotation, I did... It looks like 5, but it's actually part 2. I fully gridded part 2 of my princess series. I guess it's a series. And when I was cutting this piece, by the way, this is the anti-fraying border, and everything outside of it is to get a better grip on the frame. So yeah, I will take everything off as I'm stitching, and I will take the border off when it's done and ready to be fully finished. Before that, it's gonna be there. But when I cut this piece, I noticed that from the really big scrap of fabric that I have, I can get another piece. So this is gonna be part 3. And yes, I am aware of this. I'm gonna have to either cut the pieces and make it equal, like straight all across, or just do the border before, just like I did with the other piece. So it doesn't really matter. But like I said, it is going to change. I measured the My Little Pony piece, and it is going to be bigger than me. And my dog is in the background. Oh, I love him. He's so cute. It's really cold here, so he's wearing a coat. He's so adorable. Anyway, back to the My Little Pony piece. So I am about 1.5 meters, 11'4", to my American friends. The My Little Pony piece is almost 2 meters and about 6 feet. I don't know the exact measurements, but I do know from COVID era we had to stay 2 meters apart from each other, and in America they had to stay about 6 feet apart from each other. So I'm guessing it's about the same, but I don't actually know. So it's big. It's big. It's bigger than me on 14 count. So if I do tackle this monster, it's not gonna be now, and it's probably not gonna be on 14 count Ada like the rest of them are. If I do tackle this monster, it is going to be my first exploration into the 20-something counts, which I will have to order online, and because the post office absolutely sucks in here, it will have to be, it will take about 1.5 months at least to get it. So I will update you guys when I order it, and then again when I get it, and then again when I get it, and just, every step of the process. So for now, since this is focusing on the rotation, I'm not going to say anything about my writing. It's really cold in here. It's really cold in here. I can feel a cold coming on, which is probably why I'm sniffling, and my voice doesn't sound exactly like it's supposed to. But it's okay. It's okay. It's not going to be as bad as the last time. And even if it is, I'll just stop posting for like a week or two. Or actually, no. Knowing me, I'm not going to stop. If I really do want to do it, I will do it. Even if I have to have a pile of tissue papers in frame. That's just me. So, no writing today, because this is not an official Flosstube. It's just a quick update Flosstube, which is taking longer than the first day now. So, anyway, keep stitching, keep reading, and I will see you all in the official Flosstube in a few days.